Hello, majestic viewers.
Hi.
You may notice there's another person here. This is Ryan.
Hi, guys.
If you are new to our channel, he produces this show with all of us. He does most of the animations. He's an amazing dude.
Oh, thanks, Craig.
We should put a title.
Oh, sure. Amazing.
You probably will
dude.
put the title in, so you can say
Okay.
whatever you want.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, we're going to do a comment response for our robots playlist that we just did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen it, you better go back and watch it because this isn't going to make any sense.
Right.
I know.
Pause this video right now. Go
Open a new tab,
yeah.
Alt-T,
Mm-hmm.
and watch the whole playlist. It's 45 minutes-ish, 43 minutes maybe.
Something like that, yeah.
And then come back here, and then we will respond to comments. Granted, we won't respond to your comment because you're too late.
Yeah.
But
Next time,
we may answer your questions. Okay, let's do it.
First comment comes from the Johnny Raygun,
Yeah.
and it says, I really want quantum chips to be a thing.
Well, Johnny, I know you. I've met you, and me too. What about you?
Yeah.
I think it would be great. Do we have Scott Bakula
And
like
Eric
his
Estrada,
numbers
like-
somewhere?
I
we
think
should get in touch with our agent.
no,
they're-
Scott Bakula is actually on the phone right now.
Okay.
Where he's
He's
constant
ordering a pizza.
from us.
He needed to use the phone.
Oh, he's on.
He's here.
He's on our phone.
Yeah.
He's here.
Yeah.
Well, let's wrap this
Well,
up. Let's go. I want to go meet him.
I think, well, it's a guy named Scott.
Okay.
So we got a guy named
you can only
Scott.
assume
Yeah.
Scott Bakula.
So it sounds like it's in the works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
So now, how about a more serious question?
Okay.
Okay, well, Cheers Kevin says, we've definitely created algorithms capable of creating algorithms. So I think...
Kevin, I know you as well. Hi.
In one of the videos, we said, or at least brought up the question, like, all right, can algorithms make algorithms? I think we
Yeah.
were wondering that in the context of robots being able to create other robots and the idea of like machine intelligence coming about. I guess we have made algorithms that make algorithms.
According to Kevin, I didn't know that. I don't know from maths.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems likely that we have, just like with the little that I know about, computer programming and the state of technology today. So I think we just sort of asked that just kind of as a general sort of question, like, will machines or computers be able to evolve on their own?
Yeah.
So I guess algorithms that create algorithms does not necessarily mean machines will.
Yeah,
evolve
not
on their own.
not necessarily, but
Yeah,
it seems
so-
like a step in the right direction. Like that's the kind of thing that would have to happen for
Yeah.
them to evolve on their own.
And
so.
maybe we just misspoke a little bit. We just misled a little bit with that statement. And I apologize. Do you apologize?
Well, I think we left it kind of open ended. It wasn't like we were making a statement that we haven't gotten there
Okay.
yet. It was just.
I take away my apology.
but this leads into the next comment.
Yeah.
By the way, these first two weren't questions. They were statements.
They're comments.
Comments, yeah.
Cheshire Cat said, I personally don't think that the age of technology taking over will ever occur because we can't replicate randomness or free will and sentiment in a machine. In that one detail, the machines will never outsmart us. The machine is just a bunch of algorithms, statements, if you will, that just run when things happen, and the machine takes into account all variables to choose the best execution based on theoretical and empirical knowledge. The machines will never be greater than themselves, and basically they won't become they can't go beyond their programming.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, as my understanding is, it is very difficult to program randomness into a computer program because. The way computers work, it's very precise. They take precise inputs and you have exact outputs. So I know that's extremely difficult, but I don't know if it's necessarily impossible. And I think that kind of thing would have to be, you would have to have randomness. If you ever wanted computers or machines to evolve on their own, you would have to have some sort of random process because that would have to, because biological evolution works. The only way it works is through randomness, through chaos, random mutation. And if machines were to evolve on their own, it would have to have a similar process. I don't think it's impossible, though. I just know it's very difficult.
I think you can say anything's impossible until it's possible.
That is a good point.
I mean, it's really hard to say what's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
I think another thing that this brings up is, could we make a machine that is smarter than us?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think you can literally program something that's smarter than yourself.
It also depends on the word smart, though.
That's
Because
true. That's
there
true.
are computers are in a way smarter than us. I mean, you can
Right.
They can hold way more information than we
Right.
can.
So if you're
and call it
judging,
up.
if you're judging intelligence based on how many computations per second you can do, then computers are definitely smarter than us in that respect.
Yeah.
But the one thing that humans still have a major advantage over is just the diversity of problems that we can solve with our brains. Like if you were able to show like an image of a cat and an image of a dog to a computer, at this point I don't know if they would be able to tell the difference. So there's like
I bet some could.
at some point, yes, but that's something they would have to learn, and I think that's a thing that they would have to evolve over time to be able to do. So, so I'm thinking for the randomness thing, for the evolution thing, we would probably need some new type of technology for that to happen, and I have a feeling that kind of thing is already in the works. I just don't really know too much about it, but
yeah. We're not experts here.
Not experts here, but I think it could happen someday. I think computers will evolve beyond what we program them.
So you
to
think
do.
it will happen?
I think computers will eventually be. Well, it's hard to say that they'll be smarter than us. I don't personally believe that they're going to like conquer humanity or want to replace us, but I think computers will be able to evolve on their own at some point.
All right.
With limited human intervention.
I think so too. It seems like a lot of people in the comments are skeptical of that idea.
Well, I think it's a controversial topic.
I think for the future of robots video, of the three scenarios, I think could be a combination of many of them, but I think the most likely is the cybernetic mergence, where we, machine and human kind of blurs a little bit.
Yeah.
Or a lot.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But speaking of evolution, Neil G. Dixon had something to say about our evolution animation that we did, where we were comparing basically the evolution of technology to the evolution of life on the planet.
This is a tough one.
Basically, he said, "Holy misconceptions, Batman. Evolution is not a progression from less complex organisms to more complex organisms, not in the least. That misconception is one of the most common ways that creationists try to systematically mislead people about evolution." Sorry to burst your bubble, but basically he goes on to say that evolution does not go in any certain direction, does not go from simple to complex. It's random, and being more complex doesn't necessarily mean better. It can add redundancy. It can also lead to more chance of things going wrong.
Yeah.
We actually, us three, got into an argument about
Big
this
argument.
before we put it out to decide if to include that or not.
Right. Well, so I think it started with me. I kind of wanted to include biological evolution, basically as like the first stage sort of technological evolution. I'm actually in the process of reading Ray Kurzweil's book, so I'm like really into this topic at the moment, and to me it seemed like a pretty clear progression, but then Matt pointed out that
well, it does. I mean, it can appear that way, but it depends on how you look at it, because for one thing, evolution doesn't work that way. That's just not the way evolution works, and the perception of it going from single-celled organisms to complex organisms is to some extent a biased view of life on Earth, because because we're
kind of coming at it from the human perspective,
Yeah.
like of course we're the pinnacle of evolution. We're like the last step of the evolution. That's a common viewpoint.
Yeah,
but,
well, there's still like, the most common type of life on Earth is still single-celled organisms by far.
They outnumber us by a great deal.
And it also depends on how you measure complexity. Like before this, we were talking about like how the complexity of the genome doubles every 376 million years or something. They said like that. I can't remember the exact number. But anyways, how are they like? I'm not sure what they mean by complexity.
I think probably just number of cells, number of pairs in the chromosome, right? Like
maybe
in DNA.
But so that has been increasing exponentially.
But we are also not the most complex. If you just look at the DNA, there's plenty of other species that have longer, more complex DNA than humans.
Yeah, or like elephants, or if you even talk about the human brain, like there's some controversy about elephants like having more nerve cells than humans.
Yeah,
so
they have larger brains than us.
So the argument was sort of, do we want to put forward this and possibly cause some misconception? We added the word "seems," I think. Appears.
So after about 2 hours of arguing, we decided that the compromise was to add the word "appears." It appears to be the next step of evolution.
Maybe we should have been a little bit more looking back. I don't know. Maybe
honestly, I think we made the right call because the way I look at it, this is really just about the evolution of technology. And if you trace back the evolution of technology, you come to humans because we are the species that made the technology.
Right.
And then if you were to trace back our evolution back to the original single-celled organisms, you would definitely see an exponential curve. However, there have been evolution has taken many other paths. Some have gone backwards, some have just, other species have died out. To say that it is a straight, progression from single-celled organisms to human beings is false.
That is false. And I think we got that across, but maybe people could have taken away something incorrect from
I think we decided to try not to get too wordy. We didn't want to over-explain the situation. It's more about just giving you a basic gist. So
now we've explained it, so everything's great.
Everything's great.
All right.
No problems.
No controversy.
No, zero controversy there.
Yeah, about evolution at all. We've solved all of it. Yeah.
Totally solved.
All right, moving on to exponential things. So 1215 said, "Love this video, love you guys since 2009." But Neil deGrasse Tyson pointed out recently, on Star Talk with Bill Nye that Moore's law and technology are progressing at a geometric rate, doubling, and not an exponential rate, squaring. And he accused people of misusing that word and using the wrong context. So we were wondering if maybe we did get it wrong. Maybe it isn't exponential.
And I don't like getting things wrong. I don't want us to be the show where we just casually throw out scientific misinformation.
Yeah.
We are not about that. We try to research everything thoroughly that we discuss.
And I'd hate to go against Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude.
But Ryan and I were looking this up before now, and
I didn't look this up.
And it looks like geometric growth is exponential growth.
Yeah, it's a subset of exponential growth with a very specific parameters.
So it is exponential growth.
It is exponential growth, and it is geometric growth.
So we're going against NDT.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what he said when he was discussing this with Bill Nye. So
true.
I don't know.
I mean, we love you, Neil, if you're watching.
Yeah.
But maybe it is actually and it's really just semantics, isn't it? I mean,
okay. So the thing is, the other kind of growth is like linear growth, which every year it goes up the same amount, and that would be expressed by just kind of a straight line going up.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you look at Moore's law, and maybe we can put the graphic on the screen here, you'll see that it appears to be a linear growth, except on the side, it's a logarithmic scale on the side, so it's an exponential growth. And if you were to graph it out, it'd be more like that, and so. Yeah.
It has a curve, so totally exponential.
It has a curve. It's exponential. That's
just like my belly has an exponential growth.
And if you go to the exponential growth Wikipedia page, it uses Moore's law as an example of exponential growth.
So
well, and Wikipedia is the end all.
Yeah.
Well,
they get a lot of stuff right. Wikipedia does. Yeah.
Comment responded to.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Adam Hulea said, just to correct, robot is a word invented by Karel Čapek, the great Czech writer, but that's true. He's right.
The word robot.
Well, I mean that's true.
Yeah.
But what's the correction though? Because we said it had Czech origins.
Yeah, I mean the word.
We talked about the origin of the word robota.
Yeah, robota.
Not the word robot.
Robot was actually, and then Saxo Ungrammaticus replied to this and also sort of went into it further. It was actually his brother who coined the term robot, because it comes from the play that he wrote, R.U.R.
Which I think is very interesting. I just want to make a little comment. The first mention of the word robots was a play about where robots actually take over and destroy humanity. So it's like we've had a long relationship with this kind of like fear of robots for, ever since they were first.
But how long where was the word robota? Where did he say that?
Well, that's
a Czech word.
Yeah, it's a Czech word. It meant like a serf that was forced to do labor for their lord.
Yeah,
right.
And that's why.
So technically, to correct your correction, you didn't correct us. We didn't make the claim as to where the word robot came from. We were talking about the word robota.
Well, he said that robot comes from the word robota, which it does.
It does. Yes.
But it also comes from the play, which we didn't mention because I don't think we had time to talk about the play.
And I just think everyone knows that.
So I think everyone's kind of right in their own way.
Yeah, we're all right.
And now we just have a whole lot of more information for you guys.
Yeah.
And it's great. Everyone wins. So.
Yep.
We did get a lot of comments talking about how our videos should get more views.
Oh, a lot of comments about that.
Yeah.
And we agree.
Yeah.
We can't. You are correct.
Yeah.
To do that though, we need help.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you ever think to yourself, geez, these guys need more views, tell people. Tweet it, Facebook it, Instagram it. Take a picture of you watching the video and put it on Instagram, and then tweet that.
Yeah. Or you could just tell somebody about it. You know, like in a face-to-face conversation if you're talking with a human person.
If you really want to do that, go ahead.
I mean, it's kind of weird. It's a sort of outdated way of conveying information, but it still works. It's effective.
Carrier pigeon.
Although we're talking about taking this a step further, and I don't know, Matt, you want to?
Yeah. So we're thinking of making a digital street team, which basically is. We'll have a sign up. It'll be on our website,
right?
And you can sign up and be a part of the digital street team, which is our elite group of people who will help us promote the show.
Yes,
digitally.
So I think we'll probably have a link on the screen there. Yeah. And there'll be a link in the doobly-doo as well.
Is it in front of me right now?
Yeah, it's in front of you right now.
That's why I'm feeling a little
So
tingly.
if you want to, if you feel like you want to help out with like sharing or
you don't actually have to go on the street to do this.
It's a digital street.
I guess.
Digital street.
Yeah.
Metaphorical street.
Yeah. So.
And you'll be able. We'll probably have some meetings to talk about about promotional efforts or what we're going to be doing. So you'll get to be in on that, and also we'll probably give you some perks of some sort, some sort of rewards for helping us out.
Yeah. Basically, we think the show is really great. We know that more people would probably enjoy the show if they knew about it, so we're just kind of looking for your help. If you want to help promote the show, let us know. Sign up to be part of the digital street team.
So we want to do this show for you forever.
Forever.
Yeah. So first step, we'll get your help to promote it. Second step, we got to become immortal. We'll work on the second step.
Right.
We'll work on that one. But
unless you have any ideas.
Yeah, let's know in the comments.
There's also our Patreon page if you want to support the show, of course. And I think that's all, guys. I think we've done this.
And
there's more.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Well,
okay.
Just a couple more things that we wanted to mention.
Yeah, so we want to talk about some of our upcoming playlists.
Because we had a comment. I can't remember who made this comment, but somebody was asking or suggested that we let people know, we let the viewers know like what kind of subjects we're going to be working on in case people had any questions that they wanted us to pass along to the experts that we interview. So this is kind of another way of bringing you guys into the creative process. So.
Yeah, so one of the playlists we're working on right now is called Humans versus Nature, and we wanted to talk about extinctions and de-extinction and bring back the woolly mammoth maybe, or like rewilding and efforts like that. But we also what would you guys want to hear about?
Yeah.
And what do you think would make a good video or a topic we should explore?
Yeah, what topics do you find interesting? Think humans versus nature, and also specifically extinctions or rewilding, which is basically reintroducing a species.
Yeah, something I was thinking about, which I haven't brought up yet, was a video about human nature. Does human nature exist? I mean, I was kind of looking at it, and there's like a lot of different theories about what is the basics of like human nature, and throughout there's thousands of years of like study of that, and I think it'd be interesting to I think human nature is interesting.
That sounds like an interesting conversation. I think we could have this later.
Yeah, we'll have this on the other side of the camera. Yeah. That's where we have our conversations over there.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about humans versus nature. We're also going to be doing a whole playlist about thrill seeking, and we are going to be talking to a roller coaster designer. So
I'm going skydiving. I already did. You saw it on Wheezy Waiter.
Yeah,
probably.
That already happened.
If you watch Wheezy Waiter.
Right. Which you should.
Yeah.
If you don't.
I went skydiving. We're documenting it. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. And Craig is also going to be going on roller coasters, and we're going to be talking with roller coaster designers. So if there's ever anything that you wanted to know about roller coasters, roller coaster design, let us know in the comments if you have any questions you'd like to ask an expert. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I got for that.
I'm going to refrain from saying we're done because I don't know.
Yeah, I think we are done. Right?
We're done.
Unless anybody else got anything else to say.
David, you want to say anything?
Nope.
Well, I would just like to say thanks for including me in this topic town, and I hope my lack of a beard didn't throw off the dynamic too much. But,
well, maybe you should have been in the middle because
Okay.
the beard,
Yeah,
it's
oh,
kind of beard heavy on this
beard
side.
heavy on that side.
Yeah, but I think this is good. I think you should probably be you should be a part of these comment responses.
Okay, well, we'll see.
And more.
Well, we'll see. Do you guys like Ryan?
Do you like him?
Should we keep him?
Yeah.
Let me know, but only if you like me. If you don't like me, don't say anything.
Yeah.
It'll hurt my feelings, and I'm very fragile.
We're gonna have no comments on this video. All right. All right. Thanks. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, bye.